Hey everyone, good to be here. How are you? Not that you can answer me. Thought it'd be fitting to make a video on my last day in Japan. I go to Cambodia tomorrow. Hold on, I'm going to tuck this stuff in. Try and get this wire sorted out. So, yeah, I'm just going to head and get to a place called Koko Ichiban now and get a curry. I'm in a place called Kishiwada. Let's have a look if I can turn this camera around. Do not operate while shooting. Kishiwada. I can get straight to the airport from here in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the morning, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm going to Koko Ichiban, which is my favourite place to eat in Japan. It's just like a chicken curry place. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They have a spice level from 1 to 10. 10 obviously being the strongest, and then before 1 you've got regular. And I was sat next to someone the last time I was in there. He got a regular and he was sweating his bollocks off. So you can imagine how spicy 1 to 10 can be. I usually get a level 2 or a level 3 and I'm sweating. Find it quite healthy. There's plenty of chicken, and I've just been training today. I just trained chest, making a bit from that. A good workout. Where I'm staying's got a gym. I had problems using the aircon and I couldn't open the window. So I was like sweating my bollocks off for 2 nights in my room. But I've been there for 4 nights now. Tonight's my last night. And then I head to Siem Reap in Cambodia. So that should be fun. So I have no idea where I'm going. I'm going to a different branch than what I usually do, just so I've got half an hour to talk about things. Right. So this is Kishiwada. It's just south of Osaka. You might be able to see some mountains in the background. I was walking up those about a week ago. So let's fill you in first on what I've been up to. I think the last video I did was about Monero in Fukushima. I caught a bullet train to Tokyo and then a bullet train to Osaka. Spent 4 nights in a capsule hotel. Let's make sure that I'm on the right path here. I think I go a bit further on. Let's just have a check. Let's have a look. Next right, and then just straight down. Yeah, the first night in this capsule hotel, I booked it because it was cheap, and it's hard to find somewhere over the weekend in Japan. So I booked this hotel. It was like £15 a night, $20 a night. And then the first night, well, the first morning, about 6 in the morning, I was in a capsule and you've got some blinds, and the blinds open a bit and there's just a set of eyes looking at me, and I'm on my phone. So I like peer over my phone, and this guy sees that I've seen him, and he just bolts and the curtain flies open. I think, what's going on here? And then it clicked, like, is he a thief? So then it took me ages to get out of my capsule. I couldn't find him, and I told reception, and they just seemed like a regular thing there. They acted like they were interested. Oh, we'll sort things out. But then it was happening every day. Turned out, I talked to other people who were staying there. Loads of people were getting robbed all of the time. The first night people stayed there, the people having money going missing from their wallet, or their wallet getting nicked completely. So then it was kind of hard to sleep. I wouldn't put my earbuds in or my eye mask on, so I'd have to hear people snoring just in case that fella came back, so I could choke him out. But anyway, so yeah, I had 4 nights there. I think I went to a waterfall, caught a train there, catching buses around. I got a PS4 controller so I can start streaming some video games, which might take a long time to take off, but like the gym or dieting or making these videos, you just gotta keep at it, and eventually, hopefully, it'll pay off. I talked to a guy at that capsule hotel as well from England, and he was making money helping program AI on a website called dataannotation.tech, and it looked like there were good money involved. It's like there's a bubble now with AI, and money's just being thrown at it from Amazon and Nvidia. So it could be a good way of making some cash. But I tried to get a verification code, and yeah, it wouldn't. I couldn't get one sent, so it wasn't meant to be. But maybe when I've got a SIM card in Cambodia, I'll be able to get registered. Sorry, I've got this wire's swinging around like a donkey dick. But anyway, hopefully you can hear me all right with this mic. So I haven't really had a lot to say, so that's why I haven't made a video for a while. But then I thought, I didn't really sleep too well last night, and I thought, I've been thinking, especially being here, like nobody really seems to be alive. Nobody really seems to be alive, apart from children, you know, and just kids playing. And I think everyone just doesn't have an interest in anything anymore. Just feels like nobody has any interest in anything. And as a kid, you're interested in everything. I remember as a kid, you'd go to someone's house and they'd have like, I don't know, a train set, a video game that they want to show you, Warhammer, I don't know, anything. Like, look at this, and they show you like, whoa, and nobody seems to be interested in anything now, and there's just no life to anyone. It just feels like almost everyone that you meet, it's like they're barely conscious at all. And I saw a few videos last night on YouTube where people, you know, I thought I was alone, so I suppose I'm just here in Japan on my own walking around. But it seems like there are other people who are picking up on it. It's just like a lifeless world. I suppose I'm in Japan where people suppress their emotions. It's very clean, it's very safe. Food's very good, transport's very good. And it has a high suicide rate, and it's probably because people don't express themselves, and there's a high social pressure in order to maintain things as they are. But then the adverse effect of that is no one's being themselves. So it's like I've got an interest in Japanese cigarettes lately, and the only time I've really talked to people has been in like smoking shelters, and it's usually been foreign girls, like girls from Germany and Norway, me not knowing that their boyfriends are outside or whatever. But it's like I don't know, like I really like these K9s, and obviously you've got a shared interest in that, you're smoking. So I'd just be a Japanese person will walk into one of these smoking areas, I'd be like, these K9s number one, be trying to offer them to Japanese people, and they'll just like ignore me and just go straight on their phones. And you know, we're going to look back at life, and it's like the world that we're living in now, like everywhere I've been in Asia it's the same. Malaysia, Thailand, everyone's just on their phones all the time when they're out and about. Everyone's trying to avoid each other. Everyone's very apathetic. Everyone's just indifferent to everything and suppressing emotions and just... It's very lifeless. You look back, like, oh, what happened during your lifetime? Oh, well, everyone I saw was just like this on their phones. Couldn't talk to anyone. While a satanic paedophile elite who worship Satan control the world and tighten the screw on everyone living in this system. And in some ways it's really good, you know, we've got convenience. I can just walk to the shop, have a fresh latte, a pizza in Japan. You know, in some ways it's very good, but the problem is everyone's got too comfortable, everything's too convenient, and people like, you know, to take the easy way with everything. But as we do that, things just get worse and worse around us. It's like, what, you know, what was going on during your life? Well, everyone was just on their phones. Nobody talked to each other. Nobody had any genuine like hobbies or interests. It's like it could be anything as well. You know, interesting people are usually interested in things. You know, the opposite of that would be I go work and then get ready meal from Tesco's, then go home, watch Netflix, new series, then go bed, pay bills, go pub Saturday, get pissed, highlight of my life. And that's, you know, it's the majority of people worldwide, and they avoid interaction with people. It's like with the Japanese, they're beautiful people, but also feel very coddled in that they won't go out of their comfort zone in any way. You know, they're worried about making a mistake when they talk to a foreigner, but then being an English teacher in Thailand, it's like you're just hoping that the kids just make an effort. You know, the kids, it's like, teacher, I don't know, I don't understand. They were the shitters, like the ones who made an effort, who were shit at the start. They'd improve if they tried.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get on. How are you?
Yeah.
I might get told off for doing this, so I better get moving. Okay.
Okay.
Good to meet you, kid. You take care of yourself. What happened to your arm? No, you got a problem. Your arm here. You have a scar. What happened there? Elbowed someone in the face. Bye bye. Nice to meet you. Hajime mashite.
Hajime mashite.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Nice to talk to you.
See you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. See, kids you can talk to. You can't talk to any adults. Like the most interesting adults are people who are just still interested in things. Like I have friends who are still interested in things. It could be anything. It could be, like, even if you had a boring life, it could be being interested when your alarm goes off. Well, how does the sound work on it? The lights. Well, this toothbrush. How do I pay $1 for it? And these bristles stay in, and I can brush my teeth with it. And then when you be stood at a train station, well, how the tree changes over time in a year, what the flowers smell like, if it bears fruits. Just an interest in anything. It'd be good if people had an interest in something. I suppose it's all a survival instinct. Suppress your emotions, get by in life, pay your bills, but then you've never really lived. It's quite a big school, that. So yeah, I go to Cambodia tomorrow. I'm gonna probably look for work online and start streaming video games, create like a Patreon, a buy me a coffee account, and start live streaming on YouTube and stuff, because that'd be a job I'd enjoy. I do probably need to start getting some money in. Is there anything else I've got to talk about? Anything else to talk about? What have I been up to? Oh, yeah, I took a this is an example of living, in my opinion. I've been walking up mountains while I've been in Japan, so I do the regular tourist things, but I usually get them done within a day because I'm on my own. So in Osaka, I went to see Osaka Castle one day and then walked back, which was about 12-mile walk from where I was staying, just to see Japan, to see Osaka. How were I going with that? Oh yeah, I've been walking up mountains, so I ended up in the middle of nowhere, sleeping behind a cafe, and then I hadn't planned anything, which is always the best way. Never really plan anything. I'm just wandering around, in Osaka, but this is me in my element. So I wake up in the morning, I look at this mountain, it's almost 16 miles away. Where you at? And you can rent bicycles where I'm staying. So I talked to this cafe owner, say, can I rent a bike? He says, we only have these electric ones, they'll probably run out of battery. Why don't you borrow this bike? And it's a bike built in 1918. It sounds like a truck when you brake, and then in Japan where there's no noise and stuff, it sounds like I'm angry with everyone and I'm just trying to not crash. The brakes barely worked, flying down hills on the way back. But it had one heavy gear, but that day I cycled to the mountain, I walked up the mountain, didn't see anyone for 2 hours, and then there's like a danger of bears and stuff. It's always been a high number of bear attacks this year. Apparently, could all be fear-based stuff, could be real, but I didn't get attacked by any bears. Walked back down, got on this bike, and just went back to this place, and it was a good day. And I know I'm fortunate in that I can do these things, but I've kind of made my own life, made that happen. I've talked about that enough in previous videos, but it's true. It's like easy enough to say, oh well, I've got to work, pay bills, and it's like, yeah, the system's designed to be like that, to suppress people and make them more controllable. While this AI grid gets reinforced or strengthened, it's just heading in a shit direction, really. I don't have a lot of faith in humanity as well since COVID. I don't know. It'd be horrible being born into the world today, because you wouldn't know any different. You just think, oh, everyone's zombies, I'll be a zombie too. So yeah, don't know where I am. Probably walked miles the wrong way, but fuck it. I don't have to get a curry anyway. It's a bit dry for a rice patch. Some piano lessons. Hey, I'll get interested in piano. Let's do something. Get interested in something. Anything. Grass. Hose pipes. Anything. And then express that interest. I suppose people just think that you're weird, but weird people are the best. Fucking interesting people. Nutters. So quiet. I will miss the peace here though. I bet Seam Reap's it's going to be a lot louder, and I've still got this problem with my ear. Like now it's gone quiet, the tinnitus kicks in. So can't think of anything else really. What else? So yeah, I did that bike ride. Went to a really good shop yesterday. Just sold loads of second-hand stuff, but like really old Nintendo Famicoms, old PSP games, all the leads you'd ever need in like tidy blue boxes because it's Japan. I've learnt about 100 kanji now, and I can still read hiragana and katakana, but then, you know, I won't be here tomorrow, and I've got to learn Khmer, which is Cambodian language. And apparently it's one of the hardest languages to learn. It's got about 24 vowels. I wonder where I am now, I better check. Like in, yeah, where are we? Recenter. Oh no, not too far off. Let's go over this bridge. Getting my phone out like these people I'm criticising. But I only use it as a map when I'm out and about. A map. That's it. And even then it's quite bad. I should just get lost. Get lost. Might go see mountains over there. I'll show you from this river. So, yeah, I suppose I do. It might be because I've been here for 6 weeks and it's quite an isolating place to be. Even, you know, for me, I'm quite comfortable in my own company, but there's a limit where you don't talk to anyone. I've only had maybe 2 friends in the 6 weeks. One from America, who stayed in the first place I stayed in Tokyo, and the second one in Osaka. I was in that capsule hotel who put me onto that data annotation job. So some mountains there in the background. That's where I was walking up before. Yeah, quite cloudy today. I think they've been chemtrailing. And those friends weren't jabbed too. Always turns out I make friends with the people who can see through the bullshit, which is very rare. There's not many. I don't know, like say 10% of people were aware of what were going on with COVID and didn't get jabbed. Of that 10%, I only think between 1 and 10% of that, so maybe 1% to 0.1% of people can like evolve their opinions and aren't stuck in believing someone will save them, like Trump or any of this shit. Okay, kid. Oh, you watch out for traffic. You need to focus on the road, not me. Right, let's go. Itikimashiko. So, I forgot what I was saying before. I was saying kid. I get worried about seeing kids and filming them. Some people get mad on YouTube from what I've seen, but you know, I don't know if I'm interacting with him. Let's just see who I'm interacting with. I forgot what I was saying before that. Oh yeah, just people, there's barely anyone alive. I honestly believe that. It's quite sad, really. This is pretty cool. Like Shenmue again. Do 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 do. Barely ever see barbed wire here. I don't like seeing barbed wire. It's just a bad summary that we need barbed wire. Like if you see it as a kid, like knowing that you can get cut to ribbons trying to just go and collect your ball or something, that's necessary in this world, you know, because it's theft and shit. But yeah, everywhere I've been feels a lot safer than home, so it's not much to worry about. Very quiet here. I don't think I've got what else to say. I get up at about 6 in the morning tomorrow. fly to Hanoi, wait in Hanoi for 3 hours, and then fly from Hanoi in Vietnam to Siem Reap in Cambodia. I've got a e-visa, which is just the same as if you got a visa on arrival 1 month. But with this e-visa, you can extend it for up to a year with multi-entry, so I can go and come back. It's quite near Pattaya, which is where I've been. I just don't know if I get back in Thailand. They've been enforcing stricter legislation. Sorry, sport. On visas and things now, on foreigners coming in. But yeah, I mean, it does look quite good. Apparently it's like the Chiang Mai of Cambodia. It's going to be a bit more backwards and less infrastructure, but we'll find out. The accommodation looks good, and if I've got Wi-Fi, should be alright. So I don't really have all else, don't want to waste your time anymore. So that's it really. Gonna get a cocoa curry. Look it up, cocoa ichiban. Unreal. I usually get scrambled eggs on my rice. Chicken. Spicy curry sauce. How should we get to here? We'll get to cocoa ichiban, why not? You can always turn it off if you get bored. Because fuck knows where I'm going. But yeah, there's a lot I like about Japan. But it's very expensive accommodation, and I'm fed up of like packing my stuff up and moving from place to place every few days because I have to move. Places getting booked up because the yen's quite cheap at the minute, and Japan's had its highest year of tourism this year. It's been quite difficult to find anywhere quite decent value for money, but then I suppose in comparison to the UK, where you'd pay twice as much to stay somewhere where you might get stabbed or something, it's a lot better here. I mean, where the hell am I? It's like another school. It's like a school tour. That's the main road. Cocoa Ichiban's somewhere on the other side. I can see it. I need to go left and then right. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm doing quite well. No no attention from the opposite sex here, but they just seem to have very low confidence. Like you try and approach people and you get very nervous, so you can't really talk to anyone. And you go on Tinder and everyone just has pictures at the back of their head, some lasagna that they've eaten, picture of like the dog, or like a cartoon character or something. It's just like quite difficult. Even if like I don't think I've had 2 likes on Tinder here, and one, she had really good pictures, but then she was about 30 years older when I met her. She was almost 60. Seemed like a nice woman, but she deceived me a bit. Well, yeah, quite difficult. Hey kid, is it not a school day today? There's kids flying around. Let's get to Cocoa Ichiban. So yeah, my message would be abandon apathy. Just have an interest in something, anything. You know, have an interest in life. I mean, we're all here and we're all going to suffer no matter what choices we make. So, you might as well live the life that you enjoy. Fuck the social pressure. Just fuck what other people think of. As long as you're not harming anyone, what's the problem? That's like the only rule. You don't have to be all politics and moral and sociology classes. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, meat and potatoes. Just don't harm anyone. Just live an interesting life. Well, not an interesting life. You can find, I mean, the best monks will be people who are just doing a mundane job and they find wonder in it. Anyway, just try and find what you had when you were a kid. Try and find wonder in the world, and it can be anything. You know. Don't let a society which doesn't want what's best for you choose something disempowering or disenfranchising for you to have an interest in. Just find your own interests. Anyway, that'll do. Just gonna cross the road and go to Cocowichi Banya. Get myself a curry, super spicy probably, with some egg on it. And that's it for today, really. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in Cambodia, I think. Konnichiwa.